Panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Just took the lean in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Hitting the licks in the band. Legacies.
Hi guys, this is AOR David Ben, and this is round 1 of the AOR GT3 Pro League Championships at the Sonoma Raceway circuit. So qualified in P7 respectively, so not a bad time for us. I think there was low to medium 130s. We got Big Kid Daddy in P1 with a low 29, so quite comfortable with P6. So looking forward to getting the GT3 season 10 underway. We're going with the Audi R8, same as last season. Just find that it complements my driving style a little bit better than the other cars. But here we are, Big Kid Daddy starting to make headway. We can see a bit of contact there with the guys in front. So fortunately we get to make a position up there. And that's us through turn 1. And we've just made another position up there, so which is all good. But this is probably down to the cold tyres that everyone's experiencing. So we've got through turn 1 and turn 2 unscathed, which is good. We're up into P4. I'll take that any day of the week, and let's just try and get our head down, get into a good rhythm. It's a long race. So just come through sector 2 on lap 4 now. We've got Adam right behind us, but you can see there Big Kid Daddy's had a bit of an issue, so he's dropped from 1st to 3rd now. So we're going to gain a bit of time on him. But unfortunately I didn't get a good an exit, come down towards the back straight to sort of make the move on him. So we kind of just hang it back, try not to do anything stupid. But you can see how close Adam is there, right behind us. His car was so much better on the brakes than mine. I found out later on that I was actually running 10% duct openings on my brakes. So at every corner my brakes just kept locking up, and Adam was able to just get right up to the rear of the car. So the start of lap 5, still close between some of the guys around us. Still in P4, and that's lap 5.
One length behind. 2 lengths behind.
So the start of lap 6 now, we're still in P4 behind Big Kid Daddy. But I get quite a good exit coming out here. You can see he lost the back end a little bit there. So I was trying to give him some space. You can see we've got the inside line, so it was quite late on the brakes here, and he kind of went wide, so left the door open for us there. So we managed to slip on by up into P3. Really comfortable and happy with the way things are going at this point. So again, you can see that the brakes are just not performing, simply because I think I'd had the brake ducts closed too much. But end of lap 6 there, we're in P3. So end of lap 19 now, we're about halfway there. So we've got no one around us, it's pretty clear. So I've decided to pit in due to the mandatory pit stop. So didn't do any tyre change, any damage, put a tiny bit of fueling. So that was a reasonable pit stop there, get us on our way, hoping not to hit too much traffic as we come on through. But you'll see now as we start to exit the end of the pit lane, a couple of the back markers, and I think Duke's come on by now. Which was a fantastic move because he'd actually pitted on lap 4 due to damage. So granted I'd had pretty much a quiet race, he'd managed to get the overcut, which was brilliant for him, not so for me. So lap 20, we're down into P6, and I'm hoping that Adam, Mr. Kozalski, has still got a pit, so we'll see. So we're at lap 20 now, P6. So lap 25, we're coming up to Marcus Montino, I think that's how you say his name, who's a lap car. But you'll see just coming out of the pit now is Pretender in P3, and we just managed to get by up into turn 2 and turn 3. I was absolutely over the moon at that point because I was in P3 and I felt really comfortable. But as we come up to this corner, I just felt the back end just coming around a little bit too much. So that was overtaken by one of the back markers, and obviously Pretender was able to get his place back. So we've got Thomas Price in front of us, who is a back marker. I would have thought he'd have moved out the way at this point due to being a lapped car, but he didn't, and he didn't move out the way for the, I don't know how many laps, but lap 26, and we're in 5th place. So lap 30, still behind Thomas Price at this point, but keep an eye on Thomas Price and Nick Nitro down there, who's just about to go into the pits, and they absolutely smash into each other. No idea what happened there, but that allowed Adam to get right up to us there. So lap 31, and we're still in P4. So this is last lap now, lap 40. We've got Mr. Kozalski, Adam, right behind us. My brakes were really just not working at this point. Like I said, I kept braking and locking the brakes up, so it allowed Adam to get right behind us. But as you see, as we start coming through the S section now, I completely lose the back end and drift my way back in front of Adam and just sort of trying to keep that back end from going out. But as you can see, last couple of corners and he's literally all over the back of me. I really thought he was going to get the overtake on me here, but I tried to keep it as tight to the inside as possible, and you can see he gets the switch back and we're literally side by side as we come down the pit straight now. But I've got the inside line and I just managed to get my nose in front. Now that couldn't have been any closer if I'd wanted it to be. So that was unbelievable. I was absolutely sweating at that point. But yeah, well done to the guys who finished on the podium. Dukes actually got promoted to P2 due to a time penalty by Pretender, but fantastic drive from I think his name is Manu, who was in P1. Haven't raced with him before, but well done for a solid drive there, and well done to everyone else on the podium. So there we are, guys. That was end of round 1 of season 10 of the AOR GT3 Pro League Championships. I have no idea where we're racing next, but yeah, I'll get a stream up and we'll post it. But there you are, final clarifications of the races. Mantu, it was in P1. So the fastest lap went to him. Low 30s, which is pretty solid. I got a 31.96, so I wasn't not the best, but we still managed to go from where did I start? P7 up to P4, so can't complain. Right, thanks a lot, guys, and I'll catch you soon.
It ain't my fault.